Hello parents and carers, it's Simon Abeledo here at Rush Green Primary School on the 23rd of March 2022. Hope everyone's well and enjoying this lovely weather that we're having at the moment. Just got a few updates really for you all, just a few reminders really, but things have been pretty busy, so I've not been on the gate as much as I would have liked to over the last couple of weeks, but a few audits and things in school where we've invited people in from the local authority and some school improvement partners that we use from Hackney who've come in, and things are looking good in the school, so just wanted to share that with you. In terms of gaps and closing gaps, we're working very hard to close those gaps down, and as I've maintained all the way from, well, way back really, this is a marathon, not a sprint, so we are expecting to be closing gaps over time. Nothing's going to happen overnight, but we're working extremely hard to do that, and we are starting to see the impact of a lot of the things we've been putting into place, and we've seen that gaps are starting to close, so just wanted to update you on that. Other things that we've had going on, we've been working around 4 priorities in our school that we're working on this year. One of those obviously is attendance. You'll have seen that in the press. There's been some real issues around getting some children back to school. There's a lot of COVID anxiety still out and about, and understandably, some people are still anxious. Nevertheless, we're working really hard to get those children into school, and again, we've had some success there, which has been good, and our attendance is above the national picture at the moment, which again is very, very encouraging. So I'd like to thank you all for your incredible support there. COVID cases, of course, you will have seen nationally, again in the media, it's in the press, COVID cases are still on the rise, and although, we're sort of all learning to live with COVID, and that is unfortunately going to be the future, we've seen an increase in numbers in the school, although the symptoms amongst the children have been very, very mild, as it has with the staff. It's tended to be colds and sort of mild flus and things like that, but we've had several staff off with it, and we're doing our absolute best to make sure that what we're not doing is going to that online teaching approach where the children are working from home and our staff are working from home. I understand in some schools, even schools in Barking and Dagenham, there have been quite a few that have had to go that way. So far, fingers crossed, we've managed to avoid that, but it is something we would really, really want to avoid. There is, in our experience, no substitute for face-to-face teaching. We believe, and so you tell us, a really good job with our our remote teaching and everything else, but it's not the same as the children being in class with their teachers. But we have been hit with a fair bit of teacher absence. Please do bear with us. I mean, our teachers can't help it if they're ill, and our teachers do drag themselves in even when they are. But there are going to be occasions when there's not an awful lot we can do, but we're covering it as best we can internally. We've been in class, even the senior leadership team, trying to support where we can, but unfortunately it's the way it is at the moment. But hopefully we'll come through the other side. Like I say, some schools have been hit much harder than us, so we're quite lucky in that respect, although hopefully I've not put a bit of a curse on that saying that. Pupil behaviour, we've had regular accolades around pupil behaviour. Our children are incredibly well behaved, and we hear it over and over again, particularly when children are out on trips and we have visitors into the school. The behaviour at the moment, I'm so proud of our children, and I wanted to report that back to you parents, because I think between us all, you and us, we're doing a great job, and long may that continue, because the visitors we've had, particularly during these audits, they've been blown away by the children's behaviour, their manners, and everything else. Just on that note, though, children are children, and by nature they play, by nature they get things wrong, and that's how they learn. We did have a pretty close call a few weeks back now, where some of the children were playing by the roadside and ran out between some parked cars. It was a pretty close run thing, so please do talk to your children at home. We've obviously spoken to the children in school, but do remind them about not playing next to the roads, and for obvious reasons. What else did I want to say? Just one other thing. We've had a number of complaints about parking and people parking across people's drives. So I know many of you travel from a long way. We've got people travelling from Benfleet, believe it or not, from Basildon. We've got people travelling from where the Moby Dick pub is. We've got people travelling from all over the borough, right over. So if as many of you do drive children to school, please be aware of our neighbours and just try and take a bit more care. I know parking is an absolute nightmare, but just do think about our neighbours, because it is important that we look after them too. And the last thing, I suppose, is I am aware of a parent in particular who's been vaping on school site. I will be challenging that parent when I do catch them, but I don't want anyone else seeing that and thinking that we're not challenging it, or that it's okay to vape on school site. In my mind, vaping is the same as smoking. I don't think any of us want our children experiencing that second-hand smoke. So just to let you know that we are on it, and please, if it's you, don't vape on school sites. So we're going to have an open evening in the summer term. It's not going to be a parents' evening, but we would like you to come in if you're able to. It's an open invitation to come and have a look around the school, and just bring your children. They can show you what they're most proud of. There'll be more details around that, but at the moment the school is looking absolutely amazing, and I really do think, I hope that you'll be proud of what's been going on in the school, and let your children show you around. But more details on that. It will be run alongside an art exhibition at the same time, and I'm hoping that we can get lots and lots of people to attend. But we're certainly proud of what the school looks like, and we're proud of what the children are doing. I know the children are, and I'd really like you to see what we're doing. But I hope to see you soon, and I'll be on the gates again regularly now. Now we've got all these audits out of the way. And any questions, you know where we are. And any concerns, equally, you know where we are. But look after yourselves, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.